नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा संबुद्धस्स। नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा संबुद्धस्स। नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा संबुद्धस्स. Good evening, everybody. So today we are going to read fourth sutta from the Sutta Nipat. Kasibhāradvāja Sutta. Kasi means farmer or farming. Bharadvaj is the name of the farmer. And this is an interaction between the Buddha and the farmer. So we will read it in Pali and English, both the languages, and try to understand what is being said. So I have heard. Evam me sutam. Evam means thus or like this. Me, by me, heard. Sutam means heart. At one time, the Buddha was staying in the land of the Magadhans in the southern hills near the Brahmin village of Ekanala. Ekan samayam bhagava Magadhesu viharati Dakkhina girismim Ekanalayam Brahmana game. Ekam means once, Ekam samayam means once upon a time, Bhagava, Bhagava means the Lord Buddha, Magadhesu, Magad is a province in India which is now known as Bihar, North Bihar. Viharati was dwelling, Dakkhina girismim in the southern part of the Bihar, North Bihar. Giri means it's a hilly area. That's why it is called Giri. Ekanalayam. The name of the village is Ekanalayam. Brahmanagame. The village belonged to Brahmins. Brahmins means the priests, Hindu priests. That village belonged to Hindu priests. And in the Ekanala village of the Khinagiri of Magadha, the Lord was dwelling. Now at the time, the Brahmin Bharadvaja, the farmer had harnessed around 500 plows, it being the season for sowing. So, although Brahmins are priests, they were doing all types of businesses. So, he had the farm and he was doing farming. Tena khopana samayena. So, really at that time, Kasibhāradvājas. Kasi means farmer. Bharadvaj is name of that farmer. Brahmanas. He was a Brahmin by birth, but he was doing farming. Panchamattani Nangala Satani. Panchamattani is 5. Nangala Sattani, hundreds. 5 and 100. So 500. 500 plows he had in that farm. Honti Vappale. So that was the sowing season. Vappakala means sowing season. At that time, he was sowing the seeds using 500 plows. Then the Buddha robed up in the morning and taking his bowl and robe, went to where Bharadvaj अथको भगवान समयम निवासित्वा पत्तचीवरम आदाय एण कसी भारद्वाजस्य ब्राह्मणस्य कम्मन्तो Tena upasankami. Athakho. At that time, really, Bhagava, Lord Buddha, Ubbarna Samayam. Ubbarna Samayam means in the morning, early morning. Nivasetva, having dressed, Patta Chivaram Adaya. Patta means the bowl, begging bowl. Chivaram means robes of the monk. Adaya, dressing the chivar and the bowl, taking the bowl. Ena, this Kasibhāradvājasya Brahmanasya, the Brahmin named Farmer Bharadvaj, Kammanto, where he was working, Tena Upasankami, he went there. Now at that time, Bharadvaj, the farmer, was distributing food. Tena Khopana Samayena Kasibhāradvājasya Brahmanasya Parivesana Vattati. Tena Khopana Samaya, at that time really, Kasibhāradvājasya Brahmanasya, the Brahmin Bharadvaj farmer was Parivesana Vattati, he was distributing food. Then the Buddha went to where the distribution was taking place and stood to one side. Athakho Bhagava ena parivesana tena upasankamitva ekamantam atthasi. Then really Lord at that time was where food was being distributed. He went there, ekamantam, and to one side, atthasi, he stood to one side. Bharadvaj, the farmer, saw him standing for alms. Addasakho kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano Bhagavantam Pindaya Thitam. Addasa saw, ho, really, kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano. The Brahmin named Bharadvaj and a farmer, he was a farmer. Bhagavantam, he saw the Lord, Pindaya, for the alms, Thitam, standing, and said to him, this Swana, by seeing him, Bhagavantam, Lord, Etad Ocha, he said thus. Who is saying this? Now the Farmer Bharadvaj Brahmin, he is saying this. I plow and sow, ascetic, and then I eat. Aham kho samana, kasami cha, vapami cha, kasitva cha, vapitva cha, bhunjami. Aham, that means me. Kho means really. Samana means, since the Buddha was dressed as a samana. Samana means somebody who is having robes and who is having shaven head. Brahmins were not having shaven heads. Samanas were having shaven heads. So his generally Brahmins were not having shaven heads, but Samanas were having shaven heads. Brahmins means they used to think that there is a Brahma and who will liberate us from the impurities. And in Saman tradition, they used to think that we have to clear our own impurities. Thus, there were two spiritual traditions in India, Brahmins and Samanas. Kasamicha, Vapamicha. I do farm and I do sow the seeds. Kasitva cha vapitva. By plowing and sowing, cha bhunjami. Then I get food to eat. You too should plow and sow, then you may eat. Tvampi samana. You also samana. Kassasucha vapassucha. You should also plow and sow. Kasitvacha vapitvacha. And having plowed and sown, then chabhunjatassuti, then you should eat. So he was thinking that these people who take ropes and who leave home, they don't do any work, any type of work, and they just go and eat without any work. They are parasites on the householders. That was his attitude, Farmer Bharadvaj Brahmin's attitude. So he said like that. Then Buddha replies to him, I too plow and sow Brahmin, and then I eat. Athampi kho Brahmana, kasami cha, vapami cha, kasitva cha, vapitva cha, bhunjamiti. So I also, O Brahmin, kasami cha, I also plow, vapami cha, I also sow, kasitva cha, having plowed, Vapitvacha, having sown, cha bhunjami, then only I eat. Then Bharadwaj Brahmin says to him, I don't see Master Gotama with a yoke or plow or plowshare or goat or oxen. Yet he says, Nakho panamayam passam bhoto go tamas yugam va nangalam va phalam va pachanam va balibadde va nakho panamayam passam. Na means no, ho means really, parna means but, mayam, me, passama, I cannot see, bhoto gotamassa. So these Brahmins, they used to call Gotama as Bho, means some Bhau, means brother. Okay, they did not consider him senior, so they called him Bho means brother, brother Gotama. Yugamava Nangalamva, the plows or plowshare or goat or oxen. Yet he says, Pathacha Panabhavam Gotamo Evamah. Then also you are saying this, I to plow and sow Brahmin, and then I eat. Ahampi kho Brahman kasami cha vapami cha kasitva cha vapitva cha bhunjamiti. Ahampi, me, kho really, Brahman, kasami, plow, cha vapami cha, and also so, kasitva cha, having plowed, vapitva cha, having sown, cha bhunjami, then only I also eat. That's what you are saying. This is the question asked by Bharadvaj to Buddha. Then Bharadvaj the farmer addressed the Buddha in verse. Athako kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano Bhagavantam Gathaya Ajjabhasi. Atha, then, ho, really, kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano. The farmer Bharadvaj Brahmin, Bhagavantam, to the Lord, Gathaya, in verses, in poetry, Ajjabhasi, said like this. You claim to be a farmer, Kassako Patijanasi. Kassako means farmer, Patijanasi, or calling yourself farmer. But I don't see you farming. No, na chapassama te kasim. Na means no. Cha, cha is a uh, word which is used to give stress. Passama, don't see. Na chapassama means I don't see. Te, you, kasim, farming. Tell me you are farming when asked, Kasim no puchito bruhi. So I can recognize your farming. Yatha janemu te kasim. Kasim no puchito bruhi. So you should tell me how you farm. Yatha janemu to kasim. So that I know how do you farm. So the Buddha replies to him in a verse again. Faith is my seed, fervor my rain. Saddha bijam tapo utti. Saddha, the faith, is the seed. Tapo utti. Tapo means the sadhana, the efforts taken for sadhana. That is called tapo. Utti. Utti is raining. So, Saddha is the seed and tapo is the raining. And wisdom is my yoke and plow. Panya me yuganangalam. So, my yoke and plow is Panya, the wisdom. Conscience is my pole. mind my strap. Hiri isa manoyotam. Hiri is conscience. Isa means pole. Mano means mind. And yottam means strap. Mindfulness, my plowshare and goad. Sati me phala pachanam. So sati is mindfulness. Mindfulness means your awareness of movement of your mind, how it moves from one object to another. So that is my plowshare and goad. Guarded in body and speech. Kaya gutto, vachi gutto. So I guard my body and I guard my speech. I restrict my intake of food. Ahare udare yato. So I restrict the ahare, food also. Udare means abdomen, stomach. Yato, that also I guard. I use truth as my scythe. Satcham karomi niddhana. So Satcham is truth, karomi. I have used truth as my scythe. And gentleness is my release. Soracham me pamochanam. Pamochanam is release. So Soracham is gentleness. Gentleness is my release. Energy is my beast of burden. Viriyam me dhuradhorahyam. The beast of burden is energy. Transporting me to sanctuary from the yoke. Yoga Khemadhi Vahanam. So Yoga Khema. Yoga Khema means my ultimate welfare. It is taking me to the welfare. The Viryam is taking me to the welfare. It has become a transport for my welfare. It goes without turning back. Gachati Anivattantam. Once started, it does not come back. Where there is no sorrow. Yathagantva na sochati. Once I have reached my destination, there is no sorrow. That is how to do the farming. Eva mesa kasi katha. So this is how I do my farming. That has the deathless as its fruit. Sa hoti amata phala. So amata means deathless, phala means fruit, sa means thus, hoti. So like this, I get the deathless as fruit. When you finish this farming, etam kasim kasitvana. Etam means this, like this. Kasim means farming. Kasitvana, having farmed. This is once the farming is finished, you are released from all suffering. Sabba dukkha pamuchatiti. Sabba means all, dukkha means suffering. Pamuchatiti, you are released from all types of suffering. Then Bharadvaj, the farmer filled a large bronze dish with milk rice and presented it to the Buddha. Athako kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano Mahatiya Kansapatiya Payasam Vadhetva Bhagavato Upanamesi. Athako kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano. Then really the Bharadvaj Brahmin, Mahatiya, a big one, Kansapatiya, a bronze bowl, Payasam. Payasam means kheer, milk and rice, pudding made from milk and rice. Vadhetva, he served him, Bhagavato, to the Buddha, Upanamesi, for him. He brought the pudding in a bronze bowl for Buddha. Eat the milk rice, Master Gotama. Bhunjatu bhavam Gotamo payasam. So he says Bhunjatu means eat, bhavam, do eat, Gotamo. He's calling the Buddha by name, his clan name Gotamo. Payasam, the milk pudding. You are truly a farmer. Kassako bhavam. So now the Bharadwaj Brahmin farmer, he is convinced that Buddha is also doing the farming of mind. He is actually very happy with Buddha's answer. And he is saying, Kassako bhavam, you are also a farmer. For Master Gautama does the farming that has the deathless as its fruit. Yani bhavam Gautamo amata phalam kasim kasati. Because the Gautama does the farming of the deathless fruit, deathless as a fruit. Food enchanted by a spell isn't fit for me to eat. Gatha bhigitam me abhojaneyam. Gatha means verse. Abhigitam means to sing in a very good way. To sing a verse in a very good way. Me, for me, abhojaneyam. Yam. Bhojaneyam means something which is eatable. Bhojaneyam means not eatable. So if I earn something by singing, then it is not eatable for me. That's what Buddha says. That is not the principle of those who see Brahmin. Sampassatam Brahmana Nesadhammo. So Sampassatam is somebody who sees in a right way, hey Brahman, na esadhammo. This is not Dhamma. This is not proper to eat when we get something by singing. This is not the quality of Buddhas. Okay. The Buddhas reject things enchanted with spells. Katha bhigitam panudanti Buddha. So if somebody serves after singing the verse, then it is not accepted. So before singing the verse, only he should have donated the food to the Buddha, but he did not donate before singing the verse. After singing the verse, he donated food to the Buddha. So Buddha is now rejecting that food. Dhamme sati brahmana uttiresa. Since there is such a principle, Brahmin, that is how they live, because that is the living of utti means livelihood. Utti resa, utti hiesa means that is the livelihood of the Buddhas. Dhamme sati. Sati, here the meaning of sati is Brahmana. So this is the duty of the Buddhas not to eat when something is served after singing the song verse. Serve with other food and drink. Annena cha kevalinam mahesim. So now he is saying that give food and drinks to others, not to me now. Annena means others. Cha kevalinam mahesim. So give other mahesim means maharshi means the other sages. You can give food now, not to me. The consummate one, the great seer, Hinasavam Kukucha Upasantam. So you should find sages who have become arhants, Khina Asavam, whose uh, flows, the mental flows of vikaras, defilements have gone, Khina Asavam, Kukucha Upasantam, whose mind have become completely silent, completely faultless. Find such sages and give them food. With defilements ended and remorse stilled, Annena Panena Utthahasu, whose defilements have stilled and remorse has stilled. Upatthahasu, that means remorse has stilled. For he is the field for the seeker of the merit. Khettam hitam punyapekhassa hotiti. Khettam means the such arhants, such monks, such saints are fields. Hitam for you to punyapekhassa, those who want to earn merits, for them such saints are fields, because you can sow the seed of your good deeds by donating them food, by serving them. So these saints, the Sangha, even the Bhikkhu Sangha is called as Punya Khettam, the field of merits. So Buddha says that these arhants, these sages who have made their minds free of defilements, they are the fields for you if you want to earn merits. Now the Kasibhāradvāja says to the Buddha, then Master Gautama, to whom should I give the milk rice? Athakassa chaham bho Gautama imam payasam dhammiti. Atha Now, kassa, whom, chaham, me, bho Gotama, brother Gotam, imam, this payasam, milk pudding, dhammi, should give. Brahmin, I don't see anyone in this world with its gods, Maras, and Brahmas. This population with its ascetics and Brahmins, its gods and humans, who can properly digest this milk rice, except for the realized one or one of his disciples. So now, similarly, when the Buddha had his last meal, Sukar Madhav was prepared for him, and Buddha had eaten it, and a part of it, and some Sukarmadda was remaining. Then he says to the Chunda who gave him last meal that don't give this food to anybody else. You just bury it in the ground. So now here also he's saying don't give this pious, this milk pudding which was offered to me, because something when it is offered to Buddha, it becomes undigestible by others. Like this, it seems like that. Brahmin, I don't see anyone in this world with its gods, Maras, and Brahmas, this population with its ascetics and Brahmins, its gods and humans who can properly digest this milk rice except for the realized one or one of his disciples. Na khvaham tam. Khvaham means kho plus aham. Na means no, not really me. Tam, you, Brahmana, passami, don't see. Sadevake, with the devas, loke, in this world, Samarake, with Mara, Sabrahmake, with Brahma, Sassamana Brahmaniya, with the Sramyans, Samnas, and Brahmins, Vajaya, with the people, Sadeva Manusaya, with devas and human beings, Yassaso Payaso, this milk pudding, Bhutto, eatable, Samma Parinamam, it will not yield good results if somebody eats it. Gacheya, if one goes to eat this milk rice, Anyatra Tathagatasava Tathagatasavakasava. Only Tathagata, the Buddha or Buddha's disciple, can have it. And because I don't think Buddha had any companions with him at that time, he was alone there, and Buddha's disciples were not available. Well, then, Brahmin, throw out the milk rice where there is little that grows, or drop it into water that has no living creatures. Tena hipam, that's why you, Brahmana, O Brahmin, tam payasam appahariteva chadhehi appanakeva udake opilapehiti. So he says, you throw out on a land where there is no grass, or you throw out it in a water where there are no living beings. So Bharadvaja the farmer dropped the milk rice in water that had no living creatures. Athako kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano tam payasam appanake udake opilape. See, appanake means without any living beings. Udake is water. Opilape means he threw out. And when the milk rice was placed in the water, it sizzled and hissed, steaming and fuming. Athako so payaso udake pakhito chichitayati, chitichitayati, samadhupayati. Suppose there was so athako so payaso udake, when the milk rice was put in that water, it made a noise, chichi 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 like this, and uh, steaming and fuming, it sizzled and hissed. Suppose there was an iron cauldron that had been heated all day. If you placed it in the water, it would sizzle and hiss, steaming and fuming. So the milk rice was already, I think, hot, but because it was donated to Buddha, it got more hot maybe. So when it was put in water, it got sizzled and hissed. Seyathapi nama phalo divasam santatto udake pakhitto chichitayati chitichitayati sandhupayati sampadupayati. So like an iron cauldron that has been heated all the day, if you place it in the water, it would sizzle and hiss. Like that it happened. In the same way, when the milk rice was placed in the water, it sizzled and hissed, steaming and fuming. Evam evam so payaso udake pakhito chichitayati chichitayati sandupayati sampadupayati. So like this, uh, same thing it is said again. The milk rice was placed in the water, it sizzled and hissed, making the noise of chit 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 chit, and it got sizzled and hissed, steaming and fuming. Then Bharadwaj, the farmer, shocked and awestruck, went up to the Buddha with his head at the Buddha's feet and said, Athako kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano samviggo lomahatha jato ena bhagava tena upasankamitva bhagavato padesu sirasa nipatitva bhagavantam etad ocha athako. Then really Kasi Bharadvajo Brahmano, the Brahmin farmer Bharadvaj, Savvigo with Hari Lomahatha Jato, his Loma means the body hair stood up. Ena Bhagava, he went to the Buddha. Tena Upasankami went near. Upasankamitva, having gone near. Bhagavato Padesu Sirasa Nipratitva. Padesu means at the feet of the Buddha. Sirasa, he put his head on the feet of the Buddha. Nipatitva Bhagavantam Etadvocha. By saluting Buddha like this, he said to the Buddha, Excellent Master Gotama, excellent. Abhikantam Bho Gotama, Abhikantam Bho Gotama. Excellent brother Gotama, excellent brother Gotama. As if he were writing the overturned or revealing the hidden or pointing out the path to the lost or lighting a lamp in the dark so people with clear eyes can see what's there. Master Gotama has made the teaching clear in many ways. So in Sutta Nipata or even in Suttas in other Nikayas also, you will see these phrases coming again and again. Sayat Thapi, like Ho Gotama, brother Gotama, Nikkujitam va Uppujjaya, means writing the overturned. Patichannam va vivareya, or revealing the hidden. Mudhasava maggam achikheya, or pointing out the path to the lost. Andakareva telapajyotam dhareya, or lighting a lamp in the dark. Chakhumanto rupani dakhanti, so that people with clear eyes can see what is there. Evam evam bhota gotapena, like that, brother Gotama, aneka pariyayana, has made the teaching clear with many ways. Dhammo pakasito, he has lighted the Dhamma with aneka pariyana, means in many ways. I go for refuge to Master Gotama, to the teaching and to the mendicant Sangha. Esaham bhavantam Gotamam saranam gacchami dhammancha bhikkhu sanghancha. So I go for refuge to the Gotama, to the Dhamma and to the bhikkhu Sangha. May I receive the going forth, the ordination in the ascetic Gotama's presence. Labheyaham bhoto Gotamassa santike pabajjam labheyam upasampatanti. So he is asking for the ordination. Labheyaham, give me bhoto Gotamassa, brother Gotama, santike, near you, pabajjam, the ordination. Labheyam upasampatam, give me higher ordination too. And Bharadvaj, the farmer, received the going forth and the ordination in the Buddha's presence. Alathako kasi Bharadvajo brahmano bhagavato santike pabbacham. So he got the ordination near Lord Alatha upasampadam, and he got the higher ordination also. Not long after his ordination, Venerable Bharadvaj, living alone, withdrawn, diligent, keen, and resolute, soon realized the supreme end of the spiritual path in this very life. He lived having achieved with his own insight the goal for which gentlemen rightly go forth from the lay life to homelessness. Achira upasampanno. Achira means in the short time. Upasampanno means after ordination. Ko, really, panayasma bharadvajo. After having ordination in short time, eko upakatto apamatto. So he started his sadhana without any laziness. Atapi strived hardly. Vahitatto viharanto nurturas seva. And in a short time, he yasathaya kulaputta sammadeva agarasma anagariyam. Yasathaya. For which reason? Kulaputta, the sons from good families, Sammadeva Agarasma, leave their homes, Anagariyam, and become homeless, Pabbajati, take ordination, Tadunuttaram, and he got that, Brahmacharya Pariyosanam, that means he lived the life of a Dhammic person fully, Titteva Dhamme, he saw the Nibbana, Sayam Abhinya Satchikatva, he saw the knowledge, he realized the knowledge, Upasampajja Vihasi, for which ordination is taken. He understood rebirth is ended, the spiritual journey has been completed, what had to be done has been done, there is no return to any state of existence. Hina Jati, the birth is destroyed. Usitam Brahmacharyam, the holy life has been lived. Katam Karniyam, whatever has to be done has been done. Na param itathayati. Now there is no birth hereafter. Ti abhinyasi. So he realized this, and Venerable Bharadvaj became one of the perfected. Anyattaro japanayasma. Bharadvajo arahantam. Arahatam ahositi. Thus, the Bharadvaj became an arahat. So this is how the sutta goes. So the sutta is very clear. Many people think that becoming a monk and or becoming a meditator is doing nothing. We are a weight on the society. We are parasite on the society, like that. So this is the answer for that. That practicing monkhood or practicing spiritualism or practicing meditation, you are not becoming parasite on the society. You are doing something good for the society, and you should not consider yourself as something doing bad. That is also a work, a good work for the society. This is what the sutta says. So not only a bodily work or physical work is necessary for the society, but also mental work, spiritually work is also needed for the society. That is what this sutta teaches. Are there any questions?
Yes, I have questions.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tamal, I wanted to ask you, is it that only by taking robes we become enlightened?
No. After taking ropes, he in the last lines it is described that he meditated.
No, no, but is it that only you become enlightened only after taking robes?
No. Even in householder's life, you can become enlightened.
So in Buddha's time also many householders had become enlightened.
Yeah,
Right?
some householders became arhats also, but they have to leave, become a monk within one week. That is written in commentary. In commentaries, it is written that within 1 week he has to become uh, what
After
1
become
week.
Arant, he has to
Yeah.
become okay.
If he becomes arhat, he has to become a monk. But if you become anagami, you can remain a layman for a long time. You can remain a layman by becoming arhat.
So means you can become an Arant also in householder's life.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my question.
But after becoming arhat, it is compulsory to become a monk within a certain period of time. I think it is not 1 week; it is 48 hours or something like.
It is in Theravada or even in Mahayana?
I don't know anything about Mahayana. In Theravada commentaries, it is written like that.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Madhusudan ji, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. Any question?
Madhusudan ji, yes,
Do you have any question?
yes.
Yeah, please.
Now, what is actually meant by enlightenment?
Enlightenment means first thing is destruction of all your defilements, and you know how mind works. These are the two things for me, as per my understanding. Enlightenment is this: you understand how mind works completely, and your mind does not generate any defilement after enlightenment.
Enlightenment and self-realization both are same.
Yeah, complete self-realization and enlightenment. Yeah, we can say both are same.
But is understanding ourself, correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody has any question?
But is it more easier once you take robes? It is more easier to attend
Yeah,
Nibbana?
obviously. In many suttas in Sutta Nipata, he has said that it is easier when you take robes.
Easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madhusudan ji, whether our earlier sanskaras or hindrances will make any hindrance for self-realization?
Yes, of course they will make a hindrance. That's why we use 6 hours. No, the relaxed step we are using for that, and mindfulness. We are doing meditation for that to remove the hindrances.
I believe in Sri Buddha's time, it is very easy for get realization, but in present in Kali Yuga,
No,
present
no,
situation, it's very
not for
difficult
all.
to.
Those who had the time ripened, they only got enlightenment. There were many who did not get enlightenment even at Buddha's time.
Is it because of self-effort, or is it because of self-effort only enlightenment will happen, or any external force will support him to get enlightenment?
There will be some external factors, but main thing is self-effort. If there is no self-effort, external factors will not operate.
Okay, sir.
I wanted to ask you, the questioner first time, she was more particular about the robes.
Yeah.
Robes are a type of attachment in our Hinduism also.
Mm-hmm.
The saints are following. Almost it is like an attachment.
Mm-hmm.
And she is more specific about the robes. Robes, when you are realizing that particular stage, you won't require robes also. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the commentaries it is said that once you become arhat, you have to take robes. But commentaries, they say, I don't know, in any sutta it may not be said like that. Okay.
That's what. Only attachment it is. Robes also.
Yeah, even attachment to Dhamma is not there when you become arhat. That's what Buddha says.
Good. Thank you.
Anagami has attachment, some attachment to Dhamma, but an arhat, he does not have attachment to Dhamma also.
Living detached is very difficult, Madhusudan ji.
Yeah, you have to learn.
It is not that every person who takes robes achieves enlightenment. No?
No. Devadatta also had taken robes. He went to hell. So it's not necessary. Any more questions?
It was nice. The discourse was very nicely, simplifiedly, and very nice. I heard it.
Yeah, discourse is very nice.
Mm.
It is there in Buddha and his Dhamma also. And there is a drama by Savarkar called Sannyasta Khadga. So this scene is there in Sannyasta Khadga also. Both the plays, both the books. Okay. So we'll share the merits. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kind of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, share in this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensation. Sad, sad, sad.